Right then, hello everyone, Limey Lou here. It's been a few years since I've posted anything, but that's fine. I've got a Triumph Bonneville T120 black. Just traded in my other bike, got this one in, been futzing about with it, doing some stuff. I wanted to show you what I've done with my back turn signals. These actually look like just reflectors. However, they are not. I have turned them into turn signals, and I'll show you right quick. Still got the hyper flash on there. I haven't done that yet, but I will very shortly. And there you go. How do you like them apples? So, the reason why I'm actually making a video of it is because I thought it was such a good idea. I don't like the little small round lights that they've got in the tail tidies and they're tucking everything up. I kind of like the big light myself, but I did not like the actual turn signals coming out the side there like they do. Like so. So these were mounted on here, and as you can see, boom, gone, and that's what I'm left with. It was fairly straightforward, but obviously I had to kind of modify a few things. I had to take this whole assembly off, and that's just with the screws up underneath here. This is pretty straightforward. I think got 8mm up underneath there and 10mm, maybe 12. Anyway, what I did is as I drilled out my license plate 3/4 of an inch, 3/4 diameter hole to fit these little pod lights that I bought on Amazon, a pack of 20 for, I don't know, $15, just crazy. They're actually marker lights, LED marker lights. I shrink wrapped everything, tied everything in. Obviously I pulled this whole assembly off and cut the connectors off the old turn signals and reconnected them to my little lights here. And then just as added backup, even though these were pretty secure once they went through that rubber grommet as far as holding on the license plate, this bottom screw here is part of the tail assembly. So all I did was just drilled a hole right through my tag and had that as my last final mount, just to make sure I don't lose it and I'm not just relying on these sections here. So again, pretty straightforward. It was plug and play outside of me making the connections to the new LEDs. If you want to see what one of those looks like, let's have a look here. So I'm actually doing the same thing on the front, and I was kind of going a little crazy on the front here because the way the turn signals come off here, you know, I couldn't just stick one of these like in the side there because it wasn't very visible. So I actually made these little mount brackets myself. I actually, believe it or not, I heated up some PVC and I've got a little screw kind of epoxied on the back of here so that I can connect it on here, and then it'll have a slight angle and then these will go in it. But these are the lights and they're about that long. Let's see if I can get this to focus out. Where are you? Right, won't focus. There we go. So anyway, it's about that long. Obviously I extended it. I added the connections from the original turn signal, and then I just made the connections. There's the connections right there, and I shrink wrapped everything. So the plan is I'll screw my little bracket on there that I made, and then pop these in it, make my connections on the light, and hey presto, I'll have the whole thing looking good up front as well. So I'll show you that when I'm done, but either way, I thought I'd share that with you, especially regarding the back, just because of all the tail tidies I didn't care for too much, and finally just said to hell with it, I'm going to make up my own. That's exactly what I did. So any questions, please let me know, and I'm happy to help out, at least what I figured out, but it is pretty basic. Outside, weirdly enough, the front LED lights that I have, even though I actually bought it twice. There was 2 packs of those I bought over the time. But the black and the white were inverted, so it didn't make much of a difference because these connections are kind of universal. So when I realized the lights won't work, because they are polarity sensitive LEDs, they'll only work one way. But the black was showing up as positive on these, so they were just manufactured wrong. But it wasn't a big deal. I just flipped it and put the connections in and everything was good. So alright, well, Lima Lou checking out. Hope you have a good one.